Hey guys, this is Oli and it's time for another adventure. This time it is for Shun, a unit that is very good early on when you're just starting and you're trying to climb the ladder in arena. Shun is a really good unit. Unfortunately, he's not one of the better units when you're getting to the late game portion of the game, but that shouldn't keep us from having some fun with this adventure. So we're starting with the common adventures. Encounter number 1. This is normally the one where you can relatively easily get a high score. None of your heroes should be taking any damage, is the condition here. You need to get 3 stars and lightning victory. Okay, that doesn't sound all that hard. There are no conditions on what units you can play, so you can basically bring your best team. Now, I haven't played this myself, but my friends told me that you need to be somewhat careful because apparently if you're using the active of Shun, you're losing some points. So we need to do this without using the active. That's the idea here. So there's an infinite number of opponents, so that already tells us we can either use an AoE effect. That's smart, I guess. Tanamo could be just go to town and wipe everybody. That's one option. And the other option that would make sense in general would be Granny, but Granny doesn't work well with Tanamo. So you need to, like, this is the rule number 1 of Rivengard. Never play Tanamo together with Granny. Another option here could basically be Queen Akeshru, because we're like elevated, we can spawn a shade. Doesn't sound that bad. So let's see how strong these opponents are. Not very strong. So I'm just gonna go in, and then there's a very good chance that Tanamo is just gonna clean house for the most part. And now we need to kill someone, otherwise we don't have a shade, and we need a shade because then the opponents are going to attack the shade. So let's try this. Yeah, blocking, okay. And Shun is just gonna hide. So now they focus on the shade, that's good, because it means we have more time to take them out. And that's basically it for the first turn, or for the first level rather, and we ended up with max score. That's a pretty good option. If you don't happen to have Tanamo, there's a couple of other units that can very likely do as much damage. Giggs is very likely also gonna be good because he can throw the Giggs bomb. I just call it Giggs bomb. Empty the net is the name of the ability. From the top to the bottom and then take out a couple of guys. The second encounter, I tried 2 times already. The first time I did everything right with the exception of not being fast enough. The second time I was fast enough, but my Granny took 1 arrow to the knee, and that meant I took some damage, because for this level you need to get a lightning victory for max points, only deploy dark heroes, and then take no damage whatsoever. So those are the 3 conditions that you need to meet. There's one unit that I played before where I wasn't like the biggest fan of, and that's Runnerclaw. He didn't really do anything for me, to be honest. So let's try and play another unit. And I think the obvious choice here, or actually Katsume could be really good. Didn't even think of Katsume. I think Katsume is a really good option here. Katsume also helps you with claiming lightning victories, by the way. It's the only unit that can allow you to get a lightning victory on your opponent's turn, which is interesting. Sometimes that is important. So now we get skeletons. My skeletons tend to be stronger than my shades. Yeah, and Katsume was already clutch in this entire thing, because Katsume allows us to not take any damage with Granny, because Granny was spawning a new skeleton thanks to Katsume. So now we can go here, now we can do this, and let's hope that the special of Katsume is strong enough to at least get rid of one guy, together with Granny maybe. Come on, and now focus on the skeletons. Yes, and now we should have a lightning victory on top of no damage, so that means max points. Yes, alright. That's the second level for you guys. Oh yeah, cool, we get chests. I keep forgetting about that. Actually, I need ascension materials for my Shun. My Shun is he's taking out like half a skeleton on average in Onslaught, so there's it's cool if he's getting better. Alright, next level. Lightning victory. Only deploying rogues, that shouldn't be a problem. I got a lot of good rogues. And then no damage. Okay, we know that part. And we are in the middle and surrounded by opponents. So, all of this is already screaming gigs to me. Probably in this direction. Problem is we cannot get... Like, Giggs can walk over water, so it's not much of a problem for him, but the other units, they cannot get off the middle easily, unless they are flying, so that would be Tanamo. Tanamo can basically take out the guys in the top right. Giggs can take out the guys in the top left, in the bottom left. Then we need a few more rogues. We do have Umanu, who is interestingly enough one of my strongest rogues. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Well, actually, this should be where Shun comes in. And then we need one more rogue. So here I was talking about how my rogues are so strong, or how I don't have problems finding good rogues, and now I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, meh. Or actually, Katsume again. Katsume is actually fine for this adventure. Alright, so let's start this up here. Yep. Yep. And this could be the hard part. Yeah, 1 is down. 2 could be down. 3 could be down. Okay. Easy. Easy. Just play ranged rogues. Alright. That's max scores for the first 3 levels for you guys. Alright. I'm gonna break this whole thing a little bit up. So it's easier for you to digest all of these videos and make sense of where you need to cap. So I'm gonna do another one with the uncommon heroes in just a second. So this is basically it for Shun's adventure, maxing out on all of the common heroes, common levels.